Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday the 11th of October. I want to use the Radiant Rider-Waite deck for today's reading, and I use reversals in this deck. So I just want to shuffle them a bit here, or chuck them around to re-reverse all the cards and give them a chance to appear differently. And then what I'll do is I'll shuffle them a few times and choose 3 cards to see what's going on here today. This is really the deck I use most often. I use it in my personal readings. And it's based on the original Rider-Waite deck, and they've just kind of modernized the cards a bit. Like they tidied up the borders, brightened the colors. Okay, so let's see what I'm embarrassed that they're so dirty. Like whenever you use a deck a lot, it starts looking like this, and I don't like that at all. This is like my 3rd or 4th version of this deck. Okay, so we've got the 2 of Pentacles, then we've got the Hierophant. Okay, so you're like a powerhouse when it comes to your work and getting things done. Wow, you're so responsible and you feel so in the loop and connected. Oh, this is amazing for business relationships, for networking, for getting things ticked off your list. Wow, okay. And then finally, the 2 of Wands. Okay, so not only have you really got a lid on things, you're so in charge and have such a big view of what's going on, you're so well informed that really you're able to completely take hold of your life and steer it in whatever direction you want it to go. So you're really at the peak of your powers here. Like you're a pope-like figure of authority in your own dealings, business dealings, personal relationships, anything specific you're working on. And that really opens things up for you in an incredible way. So it's someone almost like who works in a company and does a fabulous job and is just a natural leader and makes these amazing discoveries and saves the business money and all these things. That person, like someone who has this meteoric rise, who then is given all these opportunities, you can do this or this because we just want you to be part of our business here and add your value to our business. Everything opens up, and that's the kind of vibe I'm getting here. That you're in such a strong, powerful, good position that you can really make some big decisions, and because your environment offers you kind of options and alternatives because you are doing so well. So really look for that. Look at anything that appears in your life as almost like a cosmic promotion. Anything that allows you to upgrade anything or to make a change simply because you're at where you're at in your life and you're in the position you're in. Really jump on opportunities like that. It's important. So the 2 of Pentacles is a minor arcana card. So the temporary influence of the day is that you are really, really on top of things. You can navigate the highs and lows easily. You even have fun with this whole process. So try and get as much as you can done. But you know what's interesting? I'm just thinking about the relationships with others, because each person, these 2 are completely on their own. They've got some sailors looking on in the back, but not really. And this person is sort of alone, but the relationships he has, they're very formal. So he's the boss, he's the leader, and they're the ones who are in supporting roles. So you can lead as such. You can operate with other people from a position of power. And I think people are going to look to you for answers and for solutions. And even if you don't like that usually, today you won't mind because you actually have the solutions and you find those easily. So if you want to try kind of taking charge of something like a project or a community thing that you're doing, or some sort of venture at work, if that's something you've considered and played around with, volunteer, sign up, go for it today. It's going to reveal really a different side of yourself. Interesting. Okay, so whatever needs doing in terms of your practical circumstances, with this being the number 8 and the infinity symbol, it means you're strong when it comes to dealing with your circumstances. But also because he's juggling these, it's not like they're sitting on a shelf. Things are being thrown at him that he then needs to deal with. So if anything unexpected appears in your working life, immediately deal with it as it comes along. Don't put it off. Or try not to have a huge emotional reaction to something surprising, but immediately look to the solution and say, okay, how can we deal with this? How can we get it organized? Then we've got the Hierophant, and it's so interesting that we've got the Hierophant, which is the head of this spiritual community, but it's the number 5, and 5 in numerology is about freedom, which is such an interesting contrast to this card. So the 5 to me then says spiritual freedom, by grabbing a spiritual connection of your own, not by giving your power away to some group. So freedom in appearing as a leader, someone who thinks for themselves and someone who makes the rules rather than who's governed by them. So intuitively, the solutions to certain problems are going to pop up. Trust that. Other people may have their own opinions and own ideas. Consider those and work through them, but certainly don't take them as the only way and that you have to do it someone else's way. Make sure you include your own your own plans in that and put them at level priority. Because the 2 of Wands says you're the one who can see furthest, and implementing your ideas is going to give you something in return that's rewarding, that's positive, and that makes your life bigger and more enjoyable. With this being red as well in orange, it's like by taking control and by taking charge of your destiny, that's going to make you feel good about yourself. But also the world kind of opens up to you and provides you with different opportunities. So there's a sense here that my hopes and dreams are being realized and coming true. So hard work really pays off, and trusting your gut really pays off. So this is a very, very productive day. I also, so relationship, work-wise, confidence-wise, energy levels-wise, vision, everything is in a really good spot where you can take actions that will serve you for a long time to come. Number-wise, we've got 2 and 5 is 7, and 2 is 9. Okay, so 2 and 2 and 5. So the doorway to freedom. So that appears to you. The universe is going to give you some signal, some sign, exit. If you want to be free in your life, take this door, please, to have a different experience. So that's what that's saying to me. This is, you see with the 2 and 2 here, 2 paths converge on this middle card, and the 2 pillars here create a doorway, so there's a completely different future available. And then 2 and 5 and 2 is 9, and 9 is spirituality and completion, and it's the Hermit in the tarot. So it's understanding a cycle and completing it. And I feel the thing that you complete on this day is your lack of willingness to take charge and to be the leader, even if you have the best solution or the best idea. And you start a new cycle of being more confident and self-reliant, and you take action with less hesitation and more decisiveness. Okay, so a very empowering day, and it's certainly a big energy. Okay, so channel that into something useful that requires a lot of work, and you'll be very pleased with what you've achieved on this day. That's what I get here for Tuesday. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to audio reading with me. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.